Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be giving you my top 10 scholarship hacks and tell the story about how I started college with $0. So let's get into it. I received my bachelor's in accounting from Tuskegee University, magna cum laude. Thank you. My journey getting to that degree was not easy. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but most importantly, it took a lot of scholarship applications. And today, I want to share some of the hacks and the tips that I used to get some of those scholarships, which ultimately led me to completing my degree. First things first on the list, get good grades. The higher the GPA, the better. When you're in high school, you don't want to solely focus on just getting a good ACT score to get you into college. That leads up to a lot of stress. You don't want to be like, I need a 25 or I can't get into this school, or I need this or I can't get into this school. So start early. Even if you're currently an undergrad and you're looking to take the GMAT, you don't want to have to stress yourself over getting a certain score on a standardized test when you could be just building your GPA daily, throughout the quarter, throughout the semester, and meet that requirement, because a lot of times, depending on your GPA, they will waive your ACT score. I was accepted into Tuskegee University solely based on my GPA. Your ACT and your SAT score isn't everything, but they're meant to balance each other out a bit. So to avoid the stresses and the pressures of the ACT prep courses, the SAT prep courses, get good grades, kids. Get good grades. Number 2, build your resume. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, especially in high school or sometimes even in college, but I don't have any experience. Yes, you do. Have you ever been a part of a club? Experience. Have you ever worked on any kind of special project or a project at all, a group project? That's experience, honey. Okay. Your resume doesn't only have to include job experience. Your resume is just about your experiences in general. You can put on your resume just any kind of experience that you've had that kind of makes up who you are. So don't think that just because you haven't had a job per se, that doesn't mean that you don't have enough to build your resume. So don't stray away from the resume because you have experience. Okay, thank you. Number 3, have an intriguing personal statement or a versatile essay handy at all times. Any scholarship that you apply for, they're going to ask you some sort of essay question, but to save some time, I built out an essay that was applicable to everything. So scratch those cliche templates that you found on Google or whatever website, because it's not going to work. When you're writing your personal statement, you really want it to come from your heart. You don't want it to sound impersonal. It's your personal statement, and this is your opportunity to bring those experiences from your resume and give a little color to it. Put a little salt and pepper on it, or some seasoned salt. Don't be scared to tell your unique story. Don't make it a list of what you've done or whatever. Make it a story about what you've been through and how you got to the place that you are and what you wanna do with it. We're literally begging for money, so really tell them why you need it. And that's worked out greatly for me, just being personal and being vulnerable in my story, and people can feel your authenticity through that. Reuse that essay, girl, again and again and again and again. Number 4, frequently visit your academic advisor or your guidance counselor. They have access to a lot of tools and resources that typically aren't announced. In high school, I found myself, especially my senior year, going to my guidance counselor a lot, and I would find these scholarship application packets. They didn't make any kind of announcement over the intercom or anything. It's something that I had to go and seek and talk to my guidance counselor about. Make sure that you're kind of staying in communication with them, because ultimately they are supposed to be on your side. Number 5, attend college prep events. Any college prep event, any scholarship fair, college fair event, Go to those events and network. When you go to some of these college fairs, there's a lot of different opportunities there. Make sure you're attending those events and make sure that you're networking with the college recruiters, because everyone knows someone and they ultimately just want to help you and they'll point you in the right direction. Number 6, do your own research. Do your own research when it comes to looking for scholarship. If you want the money, you have to go get it. The scholarship site that I use a lot to find my scholarships is jlvcollegecounseling.com. I like using JLV because you're able to search for scholarships based on so many things. You can search based on race, on gender, on religion, on your major, on disability. They have LGBTQ scholarships. They have a section for monthly scholarships. There were so many different scholarships for within so many different categories. If you're watching this and you're going to an HBCU or you're at an HBCU, I highly suggest that you check out UNCF and TNCF because they are scholarships for you. TNCF, if you're watching this, I love y'all. Number 7, keep your recommendation letters. Never get rid of your recommendation letters. Similar to what I said about the personal statement and reusing that over and over again, or recycling, you should do the same thing with your recommendation letters. But before you start reusing recommendation letters, make sure that you have the conversation with the person who's writing the letter and ask them if you can use it for multiple different things. No more waiting on your teacher to finish your recommendation letter. The deadline's approaching. We're getting rid of that. Reuse the same letters over and over again because the honest truth is, no one knows. Make sure you're changing the date and changing the name, but reuse those recommendation letters, boo. Number 8, apply for FAFSA. Even if you think you won't get much, or you don't want to use it, or you don't want to take anything from the government, it does help. It won't cover everything, but it is something that's there for you, and I am a firm believer in utilizing every bit of resource provided. You can get Pell Grant, you can qualify for college work study. You just never know how much money they're gonna give you or how much money is out there. Just apply for FAFSA. A lot of people just don't do it and they say, oh, they're not gonna give me anything anyway. Seize the moment. Just seize the moment. Number 9, apply even if you think you don't qualify. Apply for everything you see just because you can, just because you have the right to apply. You don't ever want to take that risk and miss out on that opportunity because it could be you. Number 10, don't give up. There are going to be a lot of no's. It can be hard, especially when you want to go to school and you have all of these big goals, but the finances just aren't there. And to be very transparent with you all, there was never a school year in college that I went into where I knew how I would pay my tuition. Literally just walking my faith, walking application by application by application. There was never a day when I was in college that I was not applying for scholarships. If I had given up and just stopped applying, I wouldn't have been able to finish school. I wouldn't have my degree. I wouldn't have the job that I have. I wouldn't live where I am today. Things will become uncertain, but by you staying true to who you are and by you not giving up, something will definitely come through. Good luck to everyone on your scholarship endeavors. If I can do anything to help you all, to be a resource to you all, let me know in the comments below. Don't give up. You guys got it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you get notified every time I post. And if there's anything that I can do to help any one of you out there looking for scholarships or internships or even looking to get into corporate America, holla at your girl. Bye.